attention please. Barley stood in front of the group, his back straight, leader mode on, ready to educate. But the others look woozy or sullen, they needed time to regenerate. Barley sighed, I know it's a bit rough right now. You all had your own personal demons, your own adversaries. The important thing is there were no fatalities. They all look shook up except Luna, who had gotten all her emotions under check by now. Pixel especially looked the most disheartened. He would have to counsel them later, but for now I'm sure after just coming out of the illusion, your memories are a bit hazy. This briefing is to go over what happened to us and how we ended up here. Cue the wavy flashback lines across the screen. Barley snapped his fingers and the air around them began to wave and shimmer. It's time for a mandatory flashback scene. A wavy dream, events left unseen, returning to their routine, the life of their mainstream. Back to that day and all that lies in between. Was a frog in that well again. Before Yuki was trapped by a spider. Before Pixel, back to the morning after the celebration. The mushroom moles, the adults anyway, were passed out on various surfaces after drinking so much roots beer. So what do we do now? We don't even have a ship anymore. That chipper yet matter-of-fact voice belonged to Pixel. Even Barley had drunk a bit too many tree roots and held his head in his hand, trying to get the earthy, sugary headache to vanish. Quill groaned, do you have to be so loud? There's no need to shout. She was making lollipop soup to bail them all out. Yuki was just a mass of feathers, and Luna looked like a puddle of sauerkraut. It's time for a mandatory flashback scene. A wavy dream, events left unseen, returning to their routine, the life of their mainstream. Back to that day and all that lies in between. The soup was done and they'd recovered slightly, enough to start planning. Luna noticed that the blue gem on Yuki's hip was glowing. Hey Yuki, I think you've got a message or a skill point or something. The phoenix took the gem in hand and concentrated on it. She could instinctively tell that she didn't need to power on in order to respond. A flash of light, and hovering above them was the familiar face of the Mademoiselle. About time, the Arctic fox leader huffed. Ever since we finally got through the first time, we've been trying to establish contact through your trot, but the track system was offline. Well, how was it? Did you fix the storyline? The trekkers looked at each other, then back at Mademoiselle. Barley cleared his throat. You're throwing a lot of information at us without any explanation. You're sounding like those cheese Martians. Could you start from the beginning? Because it seems like there's a lot you've left us in the dark about, that you've left out of the mission. Mademoiselle looked annoyed. Is that all necessary? Just keep doing as I've said until now. And she was interrupted by a furry paw slamming into the table. Enough, I've had it with your chocolate cookies. Because of you and the information you withheld from us, Yuki died, Bolt killed her. We nearly died in a fire because of these weirdly sentient crystals. Now you'll explain everything and you know you can count on us. Never cooperating with you again. It's time for a mandatory flashback scene. A wavy dream, events left unseen, returning to their routine, the life of the mainstream. Back to that day and all that lies